I'd like to read a couple of poems that relate, if not directly, but certainly relate to the lockdown position that we're in just now. They specifically relate to the lack of performances and concerts and gigs and so on. And the things I'm missing, particularly, speaking personally, are live jazz gigs and live poetry gigs. I read a poem all about jazz gigs to start off with. But my main thing is contemporary jazz, but this one goes right back to the start of jazz with Louis Armstrong. Of course, all jazz was contemporary when it was being created, and Louis Armstrong was amongst the absolute most towering of innovators in his early days and right through his career. So this goes back to the very start of Louis Armstrong's career when he was summoned from New Orleans up to Chicago by King Oliver, to play in his band. And it's all about Armstrong's arrival, hence the name, Louis Armstrong's arrival in Chicago. You get there late, looking for Joe. Guessing you should have made the early train missed for a Storyville funeral. Better late, you say, than never. Little Louis, fresh from the Delta, spotted by a red cap there in the concourse, giveaway cornet case hugged under an arm. Man, are you for the king, the new second horn? That porter is right, first time. You're reeling to hear Joe Oliver's boast the rank he's fixed for himself, and reeling again at this place, at its pace, eyeing the buildings and thinking, sure do reach the sky. Soon you're off in a cab, bound for the club where they're on stage already, Joe and the boys. So you're driving down State Street on track for the show, till you're up there, the best of them that much, you know, making a mark on the new world of jazz. You'll set it to spin when you blow. So that's going to be in my new collection, manuscript thereof, which supposed to be coming out later this year, maybe early next year, who knows now with the strange situation that we're in. But the new book's coming out with art, and it's going to be called The Marks on the Map. So the other poem I'd like to do is one I actually wrote in lockdown. This one's called Soliloquy, and this is dedicated to all people who are involved in performing, presenting, promoting, anything to do with the performing arts of any sort. It speaks for itself, I think. Soliloquy. It's dark. The stage is quite aware these times occur. Days might grow to weeks before the spot has anything to follow. The flood can make the play. But this one's dragging on. Something's up, the stage believes. Its boards tell it the story. Their silence, all it needs to know, a mute denial of returns. No feet to find their mark. No entrances or exits. No sound where once applause would break in waves against its drapes. Maybe the stage begins to think. A note will issue from the wings. A step will cause a random board to creak, and light will bathe the space that's felt its absence keenly, like some nagging ache. The day will come. What's needed is a number for the climax of the show, the long-awaited redraft of the script expected in tomorrow's post.